pregnancy pillows. This is what we're going to talk about today. Because I have obviously tried so many of them. And there are expensive ones on here. There are cheap ones in here. And I am going to tell you what I think is the best one. And it's probably not what you think. So keep watching. Hello, I am Nicole. Welcome back if you have been here before. Hello, nice to meet you if you are new. I'm Nicole Shaw. I am an integrative nutritionist and first-time mom-to-be. This channel is all about my journey, discovering all the things about being pregnant, being a mom, and navigating it in a healthy, mindful way. And so if you've been here before, you knew my goal is to reach 50 subscribers. I'm at 40 now, and that is so exciting for me. So thank you to the people who subscribed. I appreciate that so much, because this is also my new little baby, is this channel, and I'm trying to be consistent in posting and sharing, and it's so awesome to see you guys joining my community. And if you find value in this content, I would love for you to be a part of our community too. It's absolutely free. It just ensures that you get notified anytime I post a new video, which I've been trying to post every single Friday. So keep that in mind. Okay, well, let's get into this pillow situation. Here's Theodore. He looks a little different than in the last video. He got a haircut, so he's kind of a naked baby, but he was crying, so he wanted to join in. So today I'm going to show you the different types of pillows I've got. They're all different. And I wanted to show you because I watched so many pregnancy pillow videos, and what I hope that you notice in this video, and that I think it will be different. Sorry, I just drank like a bubbly drink and it's making me burpy. What I hope to bring to the table that's different in this one is I'm going to show you laying on the pillows and how it supports you on top of this sheet and then under, because all of the research I did with these pregnancy pillows, everybody shows you just with the pillow on top of all the blankets. And I mean, maybe you sleep like that if you're like a hot sleeper, but I sleep under the sheets. And I'll tell you, the pregnancy pillow situation is a lot different when you're under the sheet versus just on top of the sheet. All these women make some of these pillows look like the comfiest thing ever, but in reality of sleeping, it is not comfy. Like maybe for an instance watching TV, like some of the positions they'd be in. But I'm like, how do you actually sleep like that? And if you are like me, I'm not someone who could have a big fluffy pillow. Like I can't have my head super propped up because my neck and my back start hurting. And so that's a struggle I found with like the U-shaped pillow. So I'll get into all of that and tell you all the things that I learned along the way. And I really hope it helps you in your decision, because we do all have different bodies. It's all about educating yourself and making the best decision. Because I'll tell you, I mean, I bought 3 pillows and overall I dropped some money on them. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, the first pillow that I'm going to talk about is this baby. It's one long wiggly worm, and this was the most expensive. I'll link it if you want to look at it. I think it was like $200 and something. I don't remember, but I remember it. I mean, no, it's very cute. It's very aesthetic. It's got these little ends. The whole premise is that you can make it as like flat as you want, loosey-goosey. Almost feels like a beanbag, like there's little balls in there. So you can put these down and you can make it more firm or loose. And so I mean, I guess you could make it a U shape. You could do a lot of things with it, but basically it's one side, because it isn't really long enough to make a U shape and be as long as your body. So this was the very first pillow I got, and I will tell you that I liked it. I got it my first trimester, and so it was like the stage where I was still very crampy. I could just feel things like implanting and growing and doing whatever it was doing in my body. I could feel it, and I was really crampy. I will say the way that this pillow worked at that time helped me because it was big and I could press it against my body and put it between my legs, and it kind of helped during those more crampier times. So let me show you what that looks like. So this is one side. This is what I mean by like, when you see these videos, it looks like it could be the coziest thing ever. And I will tell you, like, something like this is great when you're like curling up to watch a movie. Look at this. Bam! Right between the legs. Lay it down. Doesn't that look fantastical when you're sleeping? It does, right? But I'm not gonna sleep like this with my head on it. And maybe this is where we're all different, but like when I was watching these, like this is usually what they'd show. But I'm not gonna sleep with my head like this because look at the way it's tilting up. This is gonna hurt my neck if I choose to sleep like this. So guess what? I'm gonna sleep with a normal pillow that's flatter. And honestly, I kind of felt like this ended up being way too big and it still made my body misaligned. So when I was in my first trimester, it actually was great because I would do this. I would nestle it between my legs and I would hug it in my back area like so, and I would just kind of press against it, and it was very comfortable, like during the time where I needed something a lot bigger to be against my body. And who knows, this could work for somebody at this, you know, I'm 19 weeks now, so who knows, it might work for you, but I do not like this now. It's too big. And let me get a blanket and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I got a blankie because I didn't want to undo my whole bed. All right, so pretend I'm under all my sheets, and it's even crazier with, you know, heavier blankets. I just got a little blanket so I can show you. So I'm under all my blankets. I got my pillow. This is how I was using it. It's a one-sided leggy situation. Have my pillow, hold it like this, like so. But now imagine I'm under the covers. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a little tossy Tina. I don't know, I had neck issues before I got pregnant, and I just like, I can't stay in one position throughout the whole entire night. I have to switch back and forth. So with this large ass pillow, it is very hard to switch to the other side and pull it over underneath a blanket. So it's gonna rip this whole blanket off. So it's different when it's a huge, you know, blankie. But I would have to turn, make sure the blankets are, you know, staying on me, get over, and now my stomach is getting bigger and it's even harder. And it was a whole ordeal just to switch over. And so every night, it just, oh my gosh, I'm hot, tired. It was just like a big production to do. It felt hard to do, to get this big pillow over to switch sides. It bothered me so much. And so it was good at first, and then I just got tired. And it's huge. It's so big under the sheet. It takes up so much room that even when I had my legs over it, just because of, I guess maybe, I don't know, I'm 5'4.5". I don't know if that plays a role in like not being like tall or longer, but this pillow just felt too bulky for my body, where I didn't really feel like my hips were aligning and my back started hurting from it. So I will show you the next pillow that I found. All right, next up on the roster is this fella. It's a U-shape pillow. It's long, got this from Amazon. It wasn't too expensive. Actually, it was not expensive at all compared to that pink one. I think it was maybe 40 something on Amazon. I'll link it so you can check it out. But I thought this was gonna be awesome. You don't have to worry about switching over to the sides. Like I said, you got one on each side of your body, and this is where you would put your head. A thing that you can do, and I did do, is it's got a cover on it, and then underneath the actual pillow part, the pillow has a zipper too, and it's got stuffing. And so you can actually take the stuffing out to make it as flat as you want, which I really like, because the pink one, it didn't, with the, because it's, I don't even know what is it. It's like a beanbag type of thing. Like you could feel it. It feels like little balls or something. It's like a weird scrunchie. I can't explain it, but I hope you understand what I mean. This is more like cotton stuffed stuffing, and you can take it out to make it as flat as you want, which I liked it because the other one felt so bulky to me. And I used this for a while, but I actually took a lot of stuffing out at the top because, again, how I showed you earlier, like my head was too propped up. That was so thick that it was like too thick of a pillow for me, and my neck was hurting in the morning when I would wake up, and my back would hurt in the morning, and I felt very uncomfortable because my head was too propped up. So I took so much stuffing out of the top, and it just still wasn't working for me. So I will show you. I do love this one. I probably don't even have to show it under the sheets because the other one, like I said, was hard because you had to move it over back and forth. But this one's so nice because you're not moving anything. You got the two sides, but the only thing I don't like is this being my pillow. I'll tell you, it is so comfortable. It is very comfortable. I would just like more freedom to use my own pillow because I have a specific neck back thing, and that's what makes a difference. But so nice, so easy to just put your little legs around, and then if you want to change in the night, you just flip over so easy, and you got your other side. Yeah. Oh boy. So this is a great option. I love it. If you're not very sensitive, or you like a thicker pillow and you don't mind that, and again, you can take the stuffing out to make it even as flat as you want. I like the pillow I have. It's from Parachute. It's very squishy. It's made out of down, and I like it because I get very uncomfortable in the night. I can't stay in one position, even with my pillow. Like sometimes I need it really flat, and sometimes I like to bunch it up and have it a little more stable and propped up. And I feel like I get that freedom with the pillow I have. So even though I love this, and I highly recommend it because, again, you don't have this huge lunky thing under the covers that you're having to put on each side. And this is large, but I don't know, it doesn't feel as bulky as that beanbag one to me. So I love this pillow, and if you are not very sensitive with the pillow situation and you don't mind your head being a little more like propped up, I would highly suggest this one. And for like $40, I think it's an absolute fantastic pillow. I was not sure what it was gonna be like because the pictures, I'm gonna warn you, I'll post the link to the one I bought on Amazon. The pictures looked weird, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good pillow or not, but I've actually loved it so much more than this $200 pillow. So that's something. I just love the size. And I will say, it's also great when you're watching TV. I'll show you, like, I'll prop it up against some other pillows. I'll just like be so cozy. It's like so great when you're chilling. And I think it's cool because you can also use it once you have your baby to breastfeed and stuff. You could also do that with that pink pillow and wrap it around the other way. But I feel like it's multifaceted and you can use it for different things, and highly recommend this one. This is definitely my second favorite. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, this is by far the ugliest and the cheapest, but my most favorite. So again, I got all of these pillows on Amazon. Again, I will link it, but look at this little weirdo. Look at these weird shapes. It's so ugly. It's so ugly and weird, but it has been my favorite so far. So it's got these different sides, looks like a little banana, and it's got these little like attachments. And so, show ya. Oh, it's got like Velcro and stuff. So this is part of it. And it's got like this little pad where you can make it what you need it to be. And so I'll show you. This one has it like so. And so you can put it like this. And I will show you how I set it all up. with these different options. So you can have the long piece connected to the short piece, or if you need, this is really good for like first trimester when you don't really need the long part. You can have it like this. So like you can, your body obviously goes between these two, and this is hugging like your side and your back, which feels so nice and so secure. And so I'll have that between me wedged to support my back and my belly area. And then you can have this little baby for your leg. Now, let me show you real quick. So let me show you. This is one way to use it. Getting tired of moving around here. Okay, so got this baby right here. I love it. It supports your back and your belly. So you have that on the side, and then you have this extra piece that you can have free if you want to have this set up. And this is for between your legs. And so, and then I could use my pillow like so. This is not my normal pillow. This is just here. So then you're very supported with these pieces. Feels like a nice hug on the sides. I love that. And then you have this part between the legs, and it's nice. You can set it up in different ways. You can have it right here. You can have it between the legs. And unlike the first one, the pink one, this is small. So even though it's one like side still, this is not hard to move under my sheets. It's very tiny. It feels like a type of pillow that you would use on your bed. So even if I have to move under the sheets, I literally just hug it between me and move over. It's way more simpler than that pink one because it's just so big. The pink one's so fat and big, it's hard to tug under the sheets. This is so easy. I know that I said that part bugged me, but this is so small, it doesn't feel crazy. And it's not heavy. It's very light. So again, it's very easy to move under the sheet. So that's one way to do it. Show you another way. And I'll show you the way that I've actually been doing it. So take that baby off. I'm gonna have this free little side cushion here. I'm gonna attach this side to the longer side. And you can have this either be at the top. I've done that and I don't really like it. I'll show you what I have been doing. So, and sorry if you can hear my dogs, they're wrestling. All right, here's my go-to recently. And this kind of makes it so you don't have to switch sides with this longer pillow. I like the other way, that works fine. It's very comfortable when I feel like I need that support in my back and my belly. But here's what I've been doing. So you got this, I have this in the bottom, not in the top, so it's not hugging me. Okay, so it's at the bottom, so my body goes between here. Here are these little sides. I got my long one on here. I got my pillow all sorted, and then I have this little baby as a little free bird right here. And so when I'm on this side, I'm still supported. I still have this hugging my back. I got my lovely pillow, and I have this to hug my knee, to get my knee, and then I have this wherever I need it. So if I feel like I need more support under my belly, then I'll put it under my belly, and I will have this little pillow. You can see how it just falls in the perfect spot where I still have my knee supported, and it feels so good. And what I love about this being like a free thing, like a free floater, is that if I need to put my knee up, I'll just adjust and go like this, and it feels so good. And then when I flip, I don't have to move anything. I just literally turn over. I got this to support my back. I'll tuck it into my back. And then I have my long pillow to support my knee on this other side. So I hope you can see why this has become my favorite, because it gives you so many parts and shapes and ways to connect them. I feel like you get so many options to be comfortable the way you need to be comfortable. And so I was just, and again, everybody's different. Like, this might not work for people. People might not like this at all. This actually, I was very worried about because it said it was like a highly returned item. I have loved this thing. I love the bits and pieces, and I could use this as a pillow if I want. I could do any sort of little way I want. There's so many different ways to do it, and that works so good for me because I need options to move my body since I'm flipping and flopping around and I'm uncomfortable as hell. This has been great for me. And if you haven't seen my last video, I posted all about like having back issues and what I was doing to help it. Changing to this pillow has helped me tremendously. And I think because it's like supporting my body in the way that it needs, but also this pillow, you can see it's not very thick, and so that also works better with my body because I can't have a super high pillow and then your leg is up and then your body is misaligned. I think that was part of the problem with these other pillows and why my back was hurting. So this is my absolute favorite, and it was the cheapest. Granted, it's the ugliest, but I don't give a crap because my back has felt better. I feel way more comfortable when sleeping, and it isn't so crazy, and it's smaller. So it's like, you know, my poor husband, I had like the wall of China in between us. Like now he can actually see me. Everything's a lot smaller, and that just feels better with my stature and everything. So that was tiring, moving around and doing all that. I hope this video helps you make a decision. I feel like that was a lot of different types of pillows, so I hope it helps. I would have loved this video when I was looking around because I feel like I was only seeing one at a time and not really getting the bigger picture. So I hope I explained all of that well. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer anything that you are wondering about. And I'll link all of these so you can look at them and look at the reviews as well. But sleep is so important when you're pregnant, and being comfortable is so important when you're pregnant. And I'm only at 19 weeks, so I was on a mission to figure this out, especially as my belly gets bigger. And I just love this one because I feel like it adjusts accordingly to like where you're at in your pregnancy, and I love that. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.